Hello, welcome to JV channel. This is JV Trending News. I will be giving the updates on the what's happening around here. This is more of news review, newspapers reviews, and you're going to get the gist straight away. Now, let's look at the heavy rains threatening rice production. Ebonyi farmers. Now, those of your traders who are into sales of rice, you are to be aware, and those consumers, you and I that consume rice too, you should also get informed about the heavy rains that had been washing out the crops and also causing damages in the farms. And then we are expecting more production of rice this year before, according to the expectation, and based on the more investment investors who are putting more of their money into ensure that they take advantage of the rice production in the country. But you can see right now there is something, there is fire on the mountain, and that has to do with the rainfall. So the price, once the price of this rice goes up, meaning that it should not be, it should not be caught unaware. It should be informed. So and we should get prepared. And we can see clearly there what is happening now. Let me look at the next one. This one is FG gets 25.35 million Kuwait loans to tackle Kaduna out of school crisis. Now, if you look at that amount of money, only the Kaduna state alone, that is 39 billion naira. Now they are using the words that they could not convert it to naira is because the millions will look small to those who are not aware about the value of that dollars. That's $2.35 million. Now, by the time you punch your calculator to calculate how much is it using the current rate at 1,540 naira, you will say that this is a huge amount of money for just only out of school children crisis. According to the development issued by educational development in the country from the Kuwait, and at the end of the day, we realize that and it is the Kaduna state government that is also signing on behalf of the government. And I don't understand why would the federal government we only have interest in the Kaduna state alone. What about the other states in the country? We have almost out of school children in the north more. But this Kaduna is just one of the northern states in the country. Now, if you look at it now, 39 billion is not small money. How much did they budget for the whole even education in the country for the whole year? Now, this is sad development according to what is it, because this is going to be on paper alone and something they can be just spend just just minute out of the money, out of those loans, and then the rest might not get to reach the target, meaning that the reason for the loan. And we are just seeing more loans, but still there are nothing to show for it. There's nothing to show for it. So let's look at the next one. This one is media icon MKL's wife, Doyin Abiola, dies at 82. This is quite really sad there, and I send my congratulations to the family. And recently, I think Tinubu, the president of the country, awarded him more of like a national award. He also received that based on the fact that based on June 12th, kind of saga. So I believe that he was also a chief editor in one Concord newspaper, and also one of the first female chief editor in newspapers in nationals in Nigeria, and that is quite an achievement for him to be the first. So it is really sad there, and let's look at the last one. This one is wow. This is going to be the last headline review. So Rwanda lowers age for contraception access to 15. Now the idea is that 18 years old used to be the minimum as adult age, But now, for you to be able to have access to use of all these kind of contraceptive drugs, as well as maybe preventive kind of measures, preventative, more of like CDs. Those I don't. I'm trying to caution my words because of censorship in the media space, but still, we could see that they are saying that because there are more teenage pregnancies occurring in the country. So last year they tried to raise the bill to really reduce the age to 15 or to lower than the 18, but they rejected it. But due to the fact that the current development now is that more teenage girls are getting pregnant, and this is becoming alarming, and now they have a sex now. According to the people, they already passed through, they're already passing this to be implemented. That as old as 15 years old, you have access to contraceptives. This is more of like a moral decadence that is really eating up this country, and I know it's becoming menace in Africa at large, including Nigeria. But Nigeria has not thought about that because we have in the northern states of the country, we have a lot of teenage pregnancies, teenage girls getting married, early marriage that has been eating up and creating more overpopulation in the north. And that is more of a tool for those who want to use them during elections. But the idea is that if you're thinking about how can we take care of our children, not just about just giving birth to any our children that we like, but we are the country that people are interested in political powers and how to get numbers, and one region should be able to get the numbers. Those things they are thinking about. But Rwandans are saying no now. If you're 15 years old, you can have access to it, but it's hard, and it can lead to more teenage pregnancies. Thinking that once they use the contraceptives, they will be able to avoid pregnancy, and which could lead to more failing in the drugs, as well as they using the CDs that they use for preventing pregnancy. This time I can go today. This is JV training news. I believe that you be getting informed about what's happening in Nigeria and also in Africa. I talk about Rwanda. And see you by God's grace tomorrow. Today is the 6th day, anyway, in August 2025. I will be seeing you by God's grace tomorrow.